Powerhouse, Georgia, Powerhouse Network. What is up, guys? It's your boy here, DJ Snyder, with a special guest. I'm about to introduce him here in a second. Phenomenal upcoming leader. He's about to be a diamond. We're about to make it happen, but we're extremely excited because these next 28 days, this next rank advancement period is going to be huge. From January 23rd to February 19th is going to be such an important and such a big bang momentum series here in all of Georgia, all of the country. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be amazing. But really quickly, I wanted to introduce here the upcoming diamond, Mr. Diego. What is going on?
Hey, how are you, DJ?
Doing phenomenal, and he has so much value. You know, it's crazy to see his development and his growth from when I went to his first home event in summer. I could just kind of tell, you know, he was fired up. I could just tell there's something special about him. And now, just seeing him come to these events and just seeing him on his grind, it's really awesome. So I wanted him to share his story, talk about some value, and give you guys some tips on how he went gold, because this next RA is huge. You got to hit gold to be qualified to go out to Arizona for Gold to meet Eric Worre, to get trained and everything like that. First things first, though, before we get started, today's Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday, the 22nd is Taco Depot. Got to be there. Got to pack the place out. We're going to be packing that place out. Definitely be there. We'll see you guys. We're going to bring the heat, bring the excitement, bring the verve, bring the friends, bring everything out to bring, because we're going to make it happen. But real quick, Diego, brother, if you want to go ahead, share your story, talk about your progress, and after that we'll go into, you know, how you hit gold and give some tips. Cool?
Definitely. So when I first got started, I got started during the summertime, and when I first got started, the area I was in, this whole northern Gwinnett area, it was pretty much untapped. With the help of my mentor Marcelo, he was the one that was able to guide me with what to do, what not to do. He gave me the system in place, you know, amazing leadership and everything. But one thing about me is my first 2 weeks, you know, I was still, you know, trying to get into the game and everything. I thought I knew what I was doing. So everything Marcel told me not to do, I went out and did it, which I found out that was the biggest mistake. You know, follow the system. They know what they're doing. They've been in the game a lot longer than we have. And after that, I gave it a shot. You know, my first month, I made $0 and I made 0 friends. And with that being said, you know, I was like, oh, you know, I didn't blame anybody other than myself. I continued the next month. You know, auto delivery went through, and I was like, Diego, got to focus. I got focused, listen to everything Marcel taught me, and follow the system. And then from there, I pretty much, you know, little by little, we had a team, and the team, it was just 4 or 5 guys, and it was expanding. The main thing I did was throw a lot of home events. I threw 3 home events every week. So it was Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and it became a habit. You know, my parents, you know, first were a little bit, you know, mad about it, but I was like, Mom, this and that, I'm doing it for you. Whatever situation was, you know, it was so consistent that they got used to it too. You know, so now my mom helps me out, clean out the house before everybody gets there. So and then from there, you know, I saw the events being from 3 people going to 5 to 10 to 15, 20, 25, 30, and the most amount of people I had in the house was like 35 people at once, and I was like, wow, this is insane.
Which was tonight, right?
Yeah, that was the second time, right? But the first time it was insane. It was like my second month and a half, and I was like, wow. I see where this is going, and I was just really excited. We were just passing down, and honestly, and within the first 3 months, I was able to to experience a big exponential growth. But I was one thing that I did learn from all the training we had from like great mentors and great leaders out here in the state was that you see your results within 90 days. And all the hard work I was putting in the first month and the second month, I didn't see any results, but I was really looking forward for that third month. And I believed in it. And I believed in it so much that I was just really excited. I was still taking action, just work. And then that 90th day mark, the third month was when all the explosion happened. You know, the team blew up and everything, and I was just every month I was just going up in the ranks, bronze to silver to gold, and like everybody just started ranking up. It was really exciting, and I looked back and I was like, wow, if I would have, I looked at the first month, and if I would have just looked at the results I had right there, and if I would have quit, I would have never been able to see where everything's at right now. So instead of me blaming the system or the business, I blamed myself. I made it happen. Followed the system. I was very coachable. Took notes like I've never done before. Personal development like I've never done before. And I just followed the system. I hung out with the people in the business, the people that had what I wanted. And anytime I had a chance to ask some questions, I did. And I learned. I picked out a little bit from everybody, and I made it myself. And I made it my own. And with that being said, that's pretty much it. I've been in business for 5.5 months, 6 months right now, and we've been able to expand out to multiple locations throughout the state, you know, also throughout the East Coast, and you know, currently working on Colombia and other parts of the country, parts of the world as well. But I'm really excited about where this is going. I really am.
For sure. Well, good stuff. And you just heard Diego's story right there. And two things that really just stood out to me was first the consistency of having home events. You know, looking back at my success, a lot of the reasons why I'm here today is because having home events every single, you know, every other day or even 3 times a week, doing that on a consistent basis, like Diego's talking about for over 90 days, you're going to see some results. You're going to see, you know, some success. And so also another thing, Diego actually came out to South Carolina for one of our regionals. He came out there. Actually, I think it was in North Carolina, or either way, it was like it was right on the border there. But either way, he traveled out, brought his team, got everybody excited. And that's one of the reasons you become successful, because you bring out your team out to these events to meet Tom Alcazan, to meet BK Barreco, to see Brad Alcazan, you know, to do all this. It gives you such a belief level. But really quick, Diego, if you can maybe point out maybe 2 or 3 tips on some of these guys who, you know, haven't yet hit the rank of gold, who really want to push and hit that gold rank.
Definitely. One thing is, I was bronze. I hit bronze, and I felt like I was stuck there because I didn't rank up the next RA. And with that being said, I had a list. I never used it. You know, we make a list because I meant to solo make a list, but I never actually followed up with it. I never used it, and it was just because it was such a large list. I felt overwhelmed. So what I did is, when I was bronze, I sat down. You know, I sat down one weekend. And from the 700 people I had on the list, almost 1,000, I picked out 30 people that I was gonna build that relationship and invite out for that week. So I made a list of 30 for 1 week. People I already have, that people that I have a strong relationship with, or that I used to, that I just got to catch up with them. And with that being said, you know, that was what took me from bronze to silver. And then from silver, I helped everybody. I helped everybody hit bronze, and that took me to gold. So, you know, from basically the first thing I did was just a list. The list was very important. I never believed. I mean, the thing I wasn't really as coachable. It took me a while to get used to it, but I saw the list is very important, and I'm using the list. I promote the list. You know, the list is the most important thing, because you have it in front of you. That list, you know, I got overwhelmed with such amount of people, but I shoring it up just for 1 week. I made a list every week of people I was going to contact and bring out, and I made sure that every event I went to, I brought somebody with me. I had to bring somebody with me. So that was like a goal. I had a daily goal. When I woke up in the morning, I was like, I cannot go to the event without not bringing anybody. Yeah, and from there, you know, I created a good amount of momentum. That was actually where we were at our peak. That's how we were able to create one of the fastest growing teams out there from that list. You know, and I did that list once, and then, you know, now I'm repeating again and trying to duplicate it to everybody. And the second thing is, you know, once you start enrolling in the business, help them hit bronze. You know, it's one cycle. It's very simple. Help them hit bronze. You know, we all get excited. I was more excited about hitting bronze than I did about hitting silver, honestly, because I saw that I could make it happen. And, you know, you're just one step closer to hitting your next ranking or hitting legend, right? So that just helping people out, teaching them everything you taught, everything you learned, and that second step was just pretty much helping everybody hit bronze, and that took me from silver to gold.
Very nice. Good stuff. And I mean, that's it right there. You know, like he was talking about the list and actually picking up your phone and calling people on your list, not just writing a list and then not talking to anybody. You got to talk to people on your list, and that was able to take them from bronze to silver, and then from silver to gold was helping out the team, hosting the events, and like he was saying, just bringing somebody to an event. I remember I used to travel out during the summertime to Buford, and Diego always had people there. He was like, meet my friend, meet my friend. He just invited people all the time. And so, I mean, that's how this works. That's what it is. So don't be scared to pick up the phone, call people, invite them out to an event, and show them that we have the greatest opportunity on the freaking planet. And if you do that, and you put them in front of success, it's a no-brainer from there. But there's 2 last things. We're gonna try to wrap it up, but 2 last things we do want to cover. Diego actually came to a Super Saturday. When was it? Your first Super Saturday?
My first Super Saturday was over the summer.
Over the summertime. You were an affiliate when you went, right?
Yes, sir.
He was an affiliate, and the last Super Saturday you showed up as a gold, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously Super Saturday, hint, hint, golden nugget, you know, can obviously teach you something. And so our Super Saturday is on February 7th. We're going to figure out the time and day, stuff like that, but you got to be there, got to get your team there. But Diego, what did Super Saturday do for you?
The Super Saturday, first of all, when I went to the Super Saturday, because the thing is, like, we all talk about Christopher Bogdan, Alistair Kaluza, and all these people out on the West Coast. We Skyped in with them, but they showed up to that Super Saturday, And the Super Saturday was promoted like it was like the biggest thing out there. And for me, it was because I've never been to any convention, so that was like my first convention for me, right? Just to meet the whole state, the whole Powerhouse Network. Alistair Kaluza was there, Christopher Bognot, and I heard these amazing speakers, and it was just like it was very exciting, just being around with everybody, all these different teams, and some people from different states were out there. Elena Thomas was there, and it was just meeting all these people from different locations, and everybody has their own different way of growing the business, and I just learned as much as I can, and just it was really exciting because I was like, wow, okay, I learned so much from that. And one thing I did pick up, the most important thing I picked up from that really got me pumped up for like the rest for the business after that was just the bear concept. I'm not really sure who brought it up, but it was belief, right? If you believe in it, you're gonna get excited, and if you're really excited, you get so pumped that you're gonna take all massive action, and taking massive action, you're gonna get massive results.
Yep.
And it repeats the cycle again. And I believed in that, and I was like, wow, that was the most important. And honestly, to this day, that's the thing that clicks with me. That's the thing that's still in the back in my head. So I mean, if anything, out of all those amazing speakers and out of all those amazing notes that you take, there's gonna be at least one thing that sticks with you, and that one thing could be what's gonna launch your business, there on after. So yeah, Super Saturday is really important. Like you said, I was an affiliate, and then there on after, I mean, I just blew it up. It was insane. That was very exciting.
For sure, and it's crazy because one Super Saturday can completely change your life. You've got to be there. It's on February 7th. I mean, where do you want to be recognized as? You're going to get recognized. What rank do you want to be at? You can determine that right now by making a decision and by inviting people out and by building this business. And so you've got to be there Super Saturday. One last thing. I know this video is somewhat long, but there's value in here. And if you replay it, you'll find it. And if you tag your teams, you'll find it. But last thing, what we're doing out here in the Beaufort area, we're doing the Eric Worre enroll 20 people in 30 days. And I'm telling you, this house and where we're at, we are going to be cranking. I mean, the whole state's going to be cranking. We're about to cause that big bang. Like, the momentum is going to be so freaking awesome. I'm so jacked up about it. But Diego, he's fired up about it too. It got me fired up, like, more than ever. I'm sure you can tell. But for Diego here, what do you see out of the enroll 20 and 30, and what are you really excited about it for?
The enrolled 20 for 30 is really something. After we dissected the numbers and we figured out how this would benefit, we actually watched the video and actually dissected the video and did everything Eric Worre was walking us through. We didn't just watch and took notes. We actually plugged in our own numbers and calculated and everything. And with that being said, the 20 for 30, that one burst. After the 12 months of that, from that one burst, you do it once, and 12 months later, what I'm really looking forward to is just the fact that you're able to produce $100,000 year to date by the end of the year. That's really I'm really excited. That's the opportunity for us to make a 6-figure income within 1 year. At first I was like, wow, okay. At first I didn't. That's 6-figure income, and I was like, okay, that's amazing, right? So, and then that really got me pumped up because I was like, okay, now I have the opportunity to actually do it. And with that being said, I am more than excited. We already have a good amount of I have a good amount of people that I'm really excited, to bring out. I already started bringing out, so just a matter of fact of just actually doing it. And I decided, I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it happen. If go big or go home. Why not, right? Why not finish off the year with very strong? If not 100 grand, then at least 50, right? Then I mean something that will, it's just, I see the bigger picture, and the fact that I see the results after that is just amazing. You guys could definitely see too. Plug in the numbers, and you guys are gonna be surprised on how simple it is and how big of a result and success you can get by the end of the year.
For sure. Awesome. Well, that is it right there. The concept of enrolling 20 in 30 days is really causing that big bang, that burst of energy in a small amount of period of time. Looking back at my success too, my second month I was able to enroll around 14 people, and that's really why I am where I am today, and it hit me and it got me fired up because we're about to do the exact same thing, and we're all about to do it. It's really about to take off. So that was it. One last thing too, Thursday, 11 p.m., we're going to have a Georgia Momentum Call with the one and only Mr. Christopher Bognot. We're going to be, telling you what's going on. We're going to be sharing with you some events coming up, talking about how to go gold, talking about just a lot of good stuff. And you got to be there. You got to be on the call, taking notes, getting fired up. This rank advancement period will be the best, the greatest, the most important rank advancement period that we have had this entire year. We'll look back at the end of the year and be like, what caused this momentum? What caused us to do this? And it's going to be looking back, and it's going to be in January, February when we made the decision to make these next 30 days the best 30 days of our life. Now think about it. You can change your life in 30 days. 30 days by just, taking out distractions, taking all out massive action, staying focused. These next 30 days could be the reason why you make a 6-figure income. These next 30 days could be the reason why you retire mom and dad. These next 30 days could be the reason why you rank up and why you and when you finally make this happen. So guys, I'm fired up for you, and let's make it happen. Definitely tune in. Taco Depot tomorrow, Super Saturday, February 7th. The Georgia Momentum call at 11 p.m. Thursday, and definitely just give a little thank you here to Diego, Mr. Diego. Man, future diamond right here. I'm calling it right now, future diamond. Look at that smile, $1 million smile. Don't be surprised when you see him on the Forbes list. We're gonna make it happen, brother.
Let's go, DJ.
All right, guys, to the top.